So, if you want to know, just so you 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 know. So, if you want to know, just so you know, I am actually a real artist, and I'm going to show you some of my artwork. The stuff that's just too big to scan, so I'm going to just use the video camera and record it. It's not going to look that great because I mean it's not like a giant scanner or anything. Anyway, you'll get to see it. So, let me just think. Here is the Wudu Jiaqiling that I did, that I worked on in the South Shore Plaza. Close up of it. You can see some of the details. It's done in pastel. This is the Huaqilin, Dujiaqilin. It's another really large picture. I worked on this in Braintree as well. You can see the pastel detailing. It's a textured paper. Here's my hand, if that gives you an idea of how large it is. Quite large. As you can see behind me is the really large portrait that I did of MC Escher. I did this back in 1999 when I was in college, and it's an extremely detailed piece. It was about 2 weeks of work, many hours, and it's a one-of-a-kind piece. MC Escher is actually a famous artist he's Dutch, and he's a surrealist illustrator, and this is the only kind of, piece like this, so it's really rare. If you know anybody that would be interested in, purchasing this, I'd be more than willing to sell it to a serious collector. See how really large it is? It's actually larger than it looks. The mat, I just kind of, I needed to get a kind of paper to put a border on it so I wouldn't ruin it. It's actually much bigger than it looks, so the border actually cuts off part of it. I'm going to show you some of the other pieces I've done, and they're also really big, and I can't scan them, so I'm going to show you on this video. This is a portrait that I did. It's supposed to be of myself. You can see it's modeled off of a Raphael portrait, only it's supposed to be myself. It's done in acrylic. I'm sure you can guess what this is modeled from, or referenced from. It's referenced from the French tapestries, which are supposed to be on display in New York. This is another acrylic painting I did. It's a portrait of Yasmin Wagner. It doesn't quite show very well, I know, in this kind of camera, but it's also quite large. It's a special kind of technique where you apply the paint, then you wipe it off, and then reapply, and it goes on and on for days like that. Here we have another acrylic painting. It's very surreal. Now these are unframed, so they're exactly the way they are when I made them. This was actually quite popular with my teacher. My teacher liked this so much that he actually made slides of these paintings that I did. There's the sea turtle and some eagles. And you can tell the lettering is bad, so I'm not a very good letterer. You can see the environmental influence in there. Another picture was actually quite popular when I did it in school. I'm not so sure it's that great. It's also me. Another design work piece that I did. I did this in high school. It's a secretary bird. It's a kind of bird of prey with very long legs. It's called a secretary bird. There's another Chinese art piece I did. Various beasts, magical beasts, gods, called shou. They are, well, some of them are dujiao shou. This one here is a dujiao shou. That means unicorn or unicorn beast. And this is a qilin. And this is another qilin, a wu qilin. It means like dark or black, more dark-ish. It's done in pastel. So, thank you, everybody. Everybody who, comes to look at my artwork and who enjoy it and who gets something out of it. Thank you.